Hey lovies, it's Bridget and welcome back to another product review. So, what do we have in store for today? So, if you've ever seen or looked at the toy and wondered, wait, how does this work? Well, today's toy for our product review will definitely have you thinking that way. Today, we're checking out the Satisfier Endless Fun, which is honestly one of the most unique love toys by Satisfier. Because at first glance over here, it doesn't look like your regular vibrator. It's because this type of vibrator is designed to be more versatile. So whether you're shopping for your first premium luxury toy, looking for something you can play solo, or you're curious to try a new type of toy with your partner. So with the Satisfier Endless Fun, I'll be going through each of its features, how it works, how to use it, who it's best for, its pros and cons, and share a few helpful tips to help you decide if this type of toy is for you and worth adding to your collection. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so like first impressions of this toy, well, it definitely stands out. Like it has a very unique horseshoe-like shape with a very slender yet getting girthy shaft or handle. And then if you look a little closely, you see two types of buttons. This Y-shaped toy is made of body-safe silicone that just feels really smooth and luxurious upon touch. It's quite flexible instead of being rigid like most vibrators, making it more comfortable to position in any way you like. One of the biggest features of this love toy is its 180-degree rotating head. So you might be wondering, how would that look like? So the rotation, it would go like this. So this is the head and you just turn it clockwise like this, or at least in my angle it's clockwise. So over here you just get to turn it around like here. And then you can turn it back the same direction. Because of this rotating head, that's what makes it so versatile, and it's also a very gender-neutral love toy. So anybody with any type of anatomy or genitalia, they can use it. Moreover, it's really designed to adjust to your positions or angles rather than you having to adjust for the sake of the toy, which I find really cool. Inside this love toy, there are independent vibration motors. So you can find one in the main shaft and in the rotating shaft. That means that vibrations can reach you at the same time or however you choose to maneuver this toy. You can also customize the sensation based on your own personal preference. So just a mini demonstration. So the bottom button of this toy, when you press it, it's what activates the main shaft. And if you decide to make use of the more flexible shaft, you just have to press the top button. So it looks like this. So right now, you have the toy moving at the same time, but because there are two buttons, you can decide which motor or which shaft you want to use for your pleasure. So for example, you guys want to use it one after the other, you can always just press this if you want to experience vibrations here, and then when you're done and you want to switch, you can turn it off with a long press. Same rule applies with the button for the flexible shaft. So you just press it, long press, a few seconds. There you go, it's buzzing. And when you're done with it, you can just give it another long press and it turns off. So yeah, this is a very unique toy, and if you're just somebody who wants to experience dual pleasure simultaneously or one after the other, then this toy is a good option for you. So another outstanding feature about the Satisfier Endless Fun is that it has over 100 vibration settings. So you're basically feeling all those vibes, but in different ways, different waves, different textures, etc. All by independently controlling motors and intensity levels, which gives you plenty of options to explore. Hindi kayo mauubusan ng vibration or intensity level when you're playing with this toy. Other key features of this amazing toy is that it's made of body-safe silicone, it's waterproof with an IPX7 rating, USB magnetic charging, so this toy comes with a charging cable, easy to clean given its very sleek design, and it's designed for solo or partnered play. So whether you just want to have a little session to yourself or you want to have a session with your partner, this toy can definitely give you best of both worlds. Overall, it's less of an all-purpose toy and more of versatile pleasure device. So how exactly does this toy work? Well, unlike most traditional vibrators that focus on one specific pleasure point, the Satisfyer Endless Fun is designed to bring pleasure to multiple areas depending on how you position it. So with this toy, the Endless Fun, the curved shaft over here, so this can basically target like the inside of your vagina, so that can mean like your G-spot and your A-spot. Meanwhile, the flexible arms here, it's meant to pleasure the external parts of your body, so that can mean like your clitoris, nipples, labia, penis, glands, testicles, and so much more. Plus, the rotating head lets you fine-tune the angles so it's easier to find a comfortable fit. Because all three motors work independently, you can experiment with different combinations of vibration levels and settings to create a more customized and personal experience rather than relying on just one type of vibration pattern all throughout. You can almost think about this like customizable multitasking rather than just a standard G-spot toy or cock ring. Now, let's talk about how to use this love toy. So, with the Satisfyer Endless Fun, it is important for you to fully charge this toy with the provided magnetic USB charger before use. So, after charging it, it's important to wash it, and so we encourage that you wash it with warm water and gentle unscented soap. Or you can also use a mild sex toy cleaner. Once it's all clean, then you're ready to go and use it. But before anything else, it's important that we use lube or water-based lube when using love toys. So make sure to use a very generous amount of lube. So for example, you're gonna use this on the tip. So maybe like a little squeeze over here, so like this. Gently squeeze it. Yeah, there you go. You can always put more, and then yeah. You can also put it around the rim if this is what you're using. It can look like this. Why water-based lube? Water-based lube is highly recommended for toys made of silicone, and it's just the ideal type of lube for love toys in general. Plus, you can always reapply mid-deed when it runs out. So once you're ready and your toy is lubed up, it's best that you start on the lowest setting. So for example, you're gonna use the flexible head. So you just click the button, which is the top button. For example, you wanna put this over the clitoris. Gently place it here. This is just for a pure example. Feel free to like explore and try different positions. So sometimes you might find your vulva like this, or you know, you might be like over there. You can also play with the toy. So suddenly you wanna switch it here. Or maybe you wanna switch it up and put the longer shaft over here. Or even you want to put the shaft inside. Feel free to just explore the toy, go at your own pace. And because the head of this toy is so flexible, don't be afraid to experiment and try different angles and reach different parts of your body. So for example, this is the angle you want, and maybe you want to try pleasuring your clit like this. Or maybe you want to try this on like your nipples. Get creative here. If you're using this toy with your partner, communication is key. One of the fun things about this toy is that it allows you to experiment new types of positions, angles, and sensations with your partner, learn from it, and really figure out what feels good on your body and theirs. Remember, there's no one way or correct way to play around with this love toy. Like literally, it can rotate its head. You have different motors that are independent. Like, you can literally do so much with this toy and not run out of ideas. It's really meant and designed for exploration, solo or partnered. So with that in mind, who is the Endless Fun designed for? Who would really get the most out of this toy? Well, the Satisfyer Endless Fun is recommended for people who already have experience with different vibrators or just vibrators in general and want to try something a bit more versatile. Couples who are looking to add more spice, flavor, and excitement when they're having intimate time. Anyone who enjoys experimenting with different types of stimulation rather than just sticking to one type of vibration style. and people who like customizable options and just want a lot of options when it comes to their sexy time, solo or partnered. Now, if you're a complete beginner, it's totally understandable if this toy feels and looks intimidating to you. Like, come on, it has a very unique style and design and purpose as well. However, this toy is definitely something you would appreciate if you're open to trying new things and taking your time learning what's best for you and what makes you feel good. Just like anything else in this world, there are pros and cons, and this toy is no exception. So, what are some pros to the Satisfier Endless Fun? Well, pros, it has a very versatile design, 3 different and independent vibration motors, tons of vibration combinations to choose from, like 100, that's crazy. It's made of soft, premium feeling silicone, waterproof for easier cleaning, can be used solo or with a partner, and it has an adjusting rotating head for more flexibility. Given those pros, what are some cons and potential drawbacks when you're using or own this love toy? 1, there is a specific learning curve that you'll go through, unlike traditional vibrators, because it's like you have the rotating head and there's the many vibrations and they're all independent, and there's just so many ways you can use this toy that can be a little bit challenging at first and overwhelming because you can do so much but you only have so little time. 2, because of all the possible positions and angles that you can do when you're using this specific love toy, it can take a while or some time to find a setup that is perfect and works best for you, or setups. Lastly, if you're somebody who's looking for something simpler and preferably one function, this love toy may be a bit more complex for your taste. But then again, it's all preference. Now that we've basically tackled everything and anything about the Satisfier Endless Fun, here are some tips and tricks to really make the most out of it. First, do not jump to the most intense vibration mode. Starting lower eases you into the toy and lets you explore how each motor feels before increasing the intensity. Second, always use enough water-based lube. Yes, it's okay if you need to reapply every now and then, but don't be like apply once and that's it. Lube is a lot more useful than you think. It makes you feel more comfortable and makes all movements between your body and the toy smoother. Plus, it'll make the positioning of the toy against your body more comfortable. The last thing you want to experience is irritation and friction. Third, don't hesitate to explore the rotating head. That's literally one of the highlights of the Satisfier Endless Fun. A small adjustment, like a small rotation from the head, can make a huge difference when you're playing with the toy. And if you're considering using it in the shower or in the bath, remember that it's waterproof and you can bring it, but always make sure to clean it right after using it. Finally, after every use, wash it thoroughly and store it somewhere private and dry to help keep the silicone in pristine condition. And with that, that's everything you need to know about the Satisfier Endless Fun. So if you're looking for a versatile vibrator with a lot of customization and personalization, this one definitely stands out from most traditional designs. It's flexible, thoroughly designed, and gives you plenty of ways to explore what feels best for you or your partner. Then again, everyone's preferences are different. So the best toy is the one that fits your comfort level, experience, and personal preferences. Someone's favorite toy may not be your favorite toy, and so on and so forth. And that's okay, because everybody is different and every body is different. I really hope that this review helped you understand just why the Satisfier Endless Fun is so unique and versatile. So if you have any more questions or want to explore more similar sexual wellness products, you can head on over to our website at lauvette.ph. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Bridget, and see you in the next review. Bye!